everything is a trade-off in life and stuff like that. Where it's just like, I'm a capitalist. I believe in capitalism. I love capitalism. But there's going to be a point in which capitalism starts being like, wait a minute, it's bullshit and stuff.
If it's just pure capitalism, like, I feel like we just need chunks of things. You need chunks of socialism. You need chunks of
I know, but the problem is that like the problem with capitalism is that like eventually capitalism bleeds into like socialism, and then because obviously the goal of capitalism is to produce as much profit for the shareholders, but then eventually what's best for the shareholders is socialism, which is 100%. Like if you're in the top like 1% of the 1%, that socialism is great for you. You start looking at Congress to be like, of course we want tax cuts and everything. And then like when they're trying to come up with that stimulus plan and everything, where it says like, give $1,200 to people. Wait a minute. Right. It's like, we want to get the money out. But we want to make sure that like, when they go back to work, there is a coronavirus liability shield for us.
Right.
Before they go back to work.
Aren't you kind of a coronavirus liability shield right now?
Oh, wow. That is a great transition. This is Sam Narani. She's an expert at what she does.
I'm good at deflecting answers.
100%. Welcome to All Regerts, the podcast about regrets. My name is Omar Gonzalez. I am your COVID-19 vaccine patient. Guinea pig, as we've established in a previous episode. And this is Sam Narani, my Pakistani friend, who wants to make fun of you because of it.
Thank you very much.
Exactly.
It's my Pakistani
So in
friend.
an earlier episode, we've established in an episode that basically the theme is that, am I going to regret this?
Ooh, yeah, we're picking back up on, is Omar going to regret?
Is Omar going to regret what he does? I love the fact that it's like, yeah, Omar's the one that's most likely going to do regretful shit.
Bitch, you're the one that signed up for it.
That is fair.
Unprovoked.
Right.
No one did shit. You just showed up one day with, guess what I did? Donating my body to science, and also I'm living while it's happening. Bitch, you cray.
That is so fucking true.
But also great. I mean, they need diversity.
They needed people.
Yeah.
So to establish earlier, I decided that I think I hated the fact that we're in this COVID society.
Oh fuck.
So I wanted to help be part of a research team to establish a vaccine. Excuse me for a moment.
You're doing your part.
Shut up. So earlier this year, I was hearing the Breakfast Club, and as I was hearing, they were talking about like people wanting to be part of like a research for the COVID-19 vaccine, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to sign up for it.
Omar.
Yes.
The Breakfast Club did not talk about COVID-19. That happened way before.
No, they did. They talked about.
There were a bunch of kids that were in school detention on a Saturday.
Excuse me. This is not. First of all,
there was no.
That is the white people.
That was the 80s.
That is the white people Breakfast Club. What I'm talking about is DJ Envy, Charlemagne the God, and
they have a Breakfast Club.
Dude, in New York City, there's a radio show called the Breakfast Club. Dude.
I don't know anything about life.
Yeah, a lot of urban society people, or black people, according to you, decided have this show that they like to join called the Breakfast Club.
I'm sorry, I grew up with white people. Nope. That's the only Breakfast Club I know.
Charlemagne the God, Angela Yee, DJ Envy, they have like a radio show and everything. And this radio show is geared toward minorities, because that's what the white people told me.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes I am a horrible minority, and I feel bad about it.
You know what? Me too. But
you ever feel
this
like
time
you have
I'm
white
not.
Guilt as a minority?
No, but this time I'm not. Normally I have nothing but like white people on podcasts, but this is the one time I put a minority person. I feel good about myself. So
I'm here for that.
Exactly. So I was hearing that like they were talking about a story in which like people were doing COVID studies. People who are researching the vaccine needed participants in part of this COVID study.
Mm-hmm.
I decided to be a part of this. we've established this in an earlier episode. My first time I got the vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a part of this thing is that like the second time I had to get a second vaccination of this vaccine, and we've established before then that like the symptoms that I got because of it made me believe that I actually got the vaccine instead of a placebo.
Okay, so what happened since the last time we talked? Like the first time, just to recap.
The first time that we recap is like I felt a little bit of side effects such as like headache, fatigue.
But they gave you an injection,
They
and
gave
it was
me an injection.
It was
and
either
they told
the vaccine.
Me, and they called me every Thursday to tell me, "Hey, what's up? How are you doing? Okay, cool." And then it was like a 5-minute conversation, and they sent me $30. It was 100% like I was their sugar baby.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I got paid for this shit, dude. I don't do this shit for free.
By the way, I noticed your new glasses. Love it.
100%. This shit was paid for by your COVID study.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. You pussies that are out there be like, "Oh, I wonder if I get a COVID study." It's like, no. Me, I get banked for that shit.
You guys should actually see Omar. He is not dressed up as usual. He does still have the bow tie.
Yes,
That's
I do.
normal.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of awkward. He's got like a little
I got gold chains on right now. I got a brim. I got a hat with the brim flat.
No. You're deflecting. Okay, guys, I gotta tell you, he is wearing lowrider jeans, like right at his hips.
Yep.
There's too much of the neck showing.
There's too much of the neck showing. My pubes are bleeding out.
Dude, why is it so unkempt? Like, look, I don't mind you hawking your wares, but at least make it look nice. You know?
Can I tell you something?
Or you're just trying to get eye draw, drawing in the eye.
I haven't got a haircut since COVID. So why should I cut the bottom of my head if the top of my head doesn't get any love either? All Regrets Podcast. This is the podcast about regrets with Sam Narani, 30s Pakistani female who is not working at the moment.
And Omar Gonzalez, who's really good at profiling.
I'm not good at profiling.
You sound like a fucking cop.
All I know is stereotypes, and that's it.
Female seems to be in her mid to late 30s. Very brown, too brown for my liking. Right. I like more on the light side.
All right, let me try it again.
You can't get no satisfaction.
Yeah. So I'm part of the study and everything, and I felt side effects from it beforehand and everything.
Wait, what were the side effects?
Some of the side effects were like headaches was one of them, nausea, fatigue. I never got a fever. They gave me a thermometer. They wanted me to check every single day for about 7 days after I got the injection. I never got higher than like 99.2 degrees.
Is that's still within the range? What is the range? I know it's 98, but like
if you get a 100.4 or higher, that's a low grade 1 fever. So if you get anything below that, you're perfectly fine.
Okay.
Temperature wise.
Okay.
And stuff. So I have to check a temperature every single day.
There's like a safety area. Okay. You're not in the danger zone.
I was within that safety area the first time I took this vaccine, and I planned it out where it's like, because remember, I'm doing the CPA studying as well too. I didn't want to take the vaccine and also be within the range of me getting sick.
Well, yeah, because like a lot of that effort can go away, and if you have to take medication, like cold medication, like cold cough syrup, or whatever, you can be out of it.
No, 100%. Not only that, where it's just like a perfect example where it's like on. I took the first part of my CPA exam and passed. That happened back in September. I have that credit. I have 18 months to pass the remaining 3 sections of my of my courses, where it's like I have until March of 2012 to pass the remaining 3 courses and stuff, which is like about 18 months and stuff. So But I wanted to retake the first section that I failed by 1 point and stuff because you know what, God's like, you know what, let me fuck with you a little.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, you can't move on to the next step. And, dude, it sucks, but worst case scenario, the shit you had to learn the first round got reinforced. You know?
No, 100%. And that's why when I took that's why I spent like about 3 weeks relearning that section. I had to postpone it a week because I was feeling kind of like why. But then, like in the middle of those 3 weeks, I got the second injection that Wednesday, and me knowing how my body works.
Wait, what was that second injection for?
Okay, so when you're doing the COVID study, the COVID-19 study, you take 2 particular injections of the vaccine. Now, it could either be, it's a double-blind study, meaning this.
Everyone's get their eyes poked out before they do it.
No.
You get blindfolds.
That's the plot of Saw.
Oh. Blindfolds.
This is where it's like, you either get the vaccine or you get a placebo. You nor the person who's injecting you knows.
Is it possible to get a placebo and a vaccine for each round?
No. You get one or the other. Meaning that, like, if the first time you got injected with a vaccine, the second time you're gonna get injected with a second dose of vaccine.
Oh.
If the first time you got a placebo, you're getting the placebo the second time. It's a randomized study whether or not you get the placebo or not. This is very important because Cambridge is developing a vaccine that had a double-blind study, and a person died because of COVID.
What? Oh, it was because of COVID?
Yes.
I thought they just died and it wasn't necessarily part of that.
They died and they deemed it a COVID death. And apparently, that person was part of the placebo.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So they just happened to run around thinking maybe they got the vaccine.
When I decided to be part of the study, I did a lot of research. And part of it was looking at Reddit boards. Part of it was looking at podcasts. I'm very big on what Dr. Drew says. And
dude, we had love lines since we were children.
We had love lines since we were kids.
Dr. Drew's a pretty valid character.
I trust Dr. Drew.
That's okay.
So the reason I'm saying this is very important is because I heard an episode where Dr. Drew was like, I want to be part of this vaccine study. Where he says he actively wants to be part of this. And he was talking about, like, if you get the vaccine instead of placebo effect, you're going to feel effects. It's very similar to when you're getting a flu vaccination. You are getting a dead virus of the flu that's going around. But it is still part of the flu. You are going to feel symptoms.
Okay.
From this. So when I got the COVID vaccine, they told me you are going to experience some symptoms of COVID-19 when you get this injection. So I got it on Wednesday. And the reason I got it on Wednesday is because I wanted to feel the effects on a Friday because my test was on a Saturday.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you're just trying to you're setting up your schedule.
Oh, 100%. Like, because when I first got the injection, I got first the injection on a Thursday, and then that Friday I didn't feel shit. I told you where it's just like,
hey, we canceled a session to hang out.
We did.
You were like, I'm feeling like garbage. Go away.
I was anticipating to feel like garbage.
Fair, yeah.
I was anticipating to feel like garbage,
which is why we recorded extra that last.
Exactly, and then the next day, I felt like garbage, but I came here anyways. And then when I got home, I felt extra garbage.
Oh no!
But
you hauled your trashy ass self up here, and then collected more trash on the way back home.
Yes, that's what I do.
please like yourself better than you do right now. Continue.
First of all, that's not going to happen because we need a show.
At least lie. Lie to me.
That's fair.
Shit, I am my mother. Tell me the lies. Tell me sweet little lies. I hate everything. Go on.
All right. So, I decided to plan this out because you know me, I like to plan out bullshit. So, on Saturday, I decided that
I also like believing I have control in my life. Go on.
Well, that's the lie that we tell ourselves and everything. We try to like plan things out. At least you know me enough to know like I'm a planner and I like to plan things out.
Yeah.
Before like I execute stuff instead of just like letting it ride.
Oh yeah, no. Everything needs a possible outcome.
Exactly.
And here are all the
everything needs a
possible
positive outcome.
I can go
How dare
through.
you? Not a possible, but a positive outcome.
No, you should also factor in all the shitty outcomes. That way you can really get in there with the being anally retentive, with being anal about craziness.
First of all, let's not talk about anal. All right.
Buttholes. Okay, I said buttholes for this.
Look,
we're done with buttholes. I just said buttholes, and now we don't talk about butthole.
No, let's talk about buttholes a little bit more for this because I had to take
buttholes.
COVID test for this and everything. Have you done a COVID test, by the way?
Yes.
Oh, you have?
Well, I did the COVID antibodies test.
Okay, what is that?
It's the thing that tells you if you built up antibodies to be immune to it. Mm-hmm. We think we had it in February.
Okay, no. But how was it administered?
It was just, they took a bunch of blood.
Okay, that's one form of testing. Have you done the nose swab?
I have not done the nose thingy.
I've done it 4 times already.
Girl.
I've done the nose thing 4 times already.
Well, I feel like I don't have any symptoms. And I haven't been out enough to merit going out of my way of life to take
every
a COVID
single
test.
time I got the injection, the 2 times I got the injection, I had to do the nose swab. So that's where they stick the long ass fucking needle inside your nose. Yeah.
What was it? The farts or
wait, what?
What?
The farts?
Yeah, the last episode.
Is that an acronym or something like that? Like, hey, sticky shit up your nose. It's the farts.
Oh no.
Hey, have you experienced the farts?
No, the last time we talked about this, you had 2.
No, the last time we talked about this is where I said, "Is this gay?"
Oh no, not that. You said that one of the nurses explained what nose swabbing feels like.
Oh, like dirty sewer water.
Yeah.
And the other one was more
fire.
like if someone lit a match and put up your nose.
Yeah. Poop water.
Yeah, poop water. There you go.
Or
water.
Fire nose.
Yeah, poop water or fire nose.
They both suck.
No, and then I called everybody and then I said it wasn't as bad, and I called everybody pussies. I still stand by that statement, by the way.
That's just I need to be a macho guy.
But I also still that everyone is just
Omar needs to be a macho man.
Macho man. Yeah.
Omar right here is a macho man.
I like the fact that I'm using a song used by gay people to say how macho I am. Yeah.
That's why it's fun. Subtext.
So it is.
We're deeper.
So when I got the second injection, and then I had to take the second test of my CPA exam that day, and I decided I'm gonna counteract my sickness with a second Adderall.
Oh, girl! Wait, how many milligrams do you initially take?
20.
How was that? Because I've done back to back without waiting 24 hours, and it just feels like an extra.
I took it about an hour and a half before the test. So I was awake at like 6. And then I took my normal vitamins and medications like I always do.
So you took one at 6 and then you took one again right before the test?
I took one an hour and a half before the test.
Within 12 hours?
Correct.
The first one?
Yes.
Oh shit. Okay, so yeah, you basically double dosed.
Exactly.
How was that?
I honestly left that exam feeling like I knew everything. I felt great. I felt like I passed.
Oh, good.
So I will not know the results by the time this show comes out.
Damn.
I will know probably the week after.
Okay.
And everything. So, and then I'll be here bragging and talking shit like I normally do.
Hell yeah.
And everything. And so after that was done and everything, and I went back home, and we normally record on a Saturday and everything, but we didn't do that because I was tired.
Yeah.
Exhausted by the time I was done. It was
shit kicked in, dude.
Yeah. Shit kicked in, and like the side effects kicked in, and I just wanted to go home and be be there and cry. And when I was home the next day, that following Sunday, I felt like shit. I felt like I was gonna start like studying the next section, because the next section I gave myself 30 days to study auditing and like learn it, master it, take the test on November 20th. Mm-hmm. But I just felt like crap. I just like that literally that Sunday where it's like I studied for like about 20 minutes and I'm just like, dude, I feel like shit. And I went home, I went to my bed and basically slept and cried. And I felt like that Monday, I felt like that Tuesday, and then Wednesday is like when I freaking texted you when I'm like, dude, I can't do this. Aww. And I basically like I was feeling like all of the effects of like the fatigue, sadness.
Do you think it was Adderall withdrawal?
No, I felt like it was burnout.
Oh, dude!
I have been, since I've gotten back to Austin since January, the week after 4th of July. Mm-hmm. I've been studying intensely for this test, dude.
Dude, it's been like 2.5 months already, 3 almost.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've been going hard at this.
Why?
I haven't gone to mics. I haven't had any fun. I've been 100% being like, the mission is the only thing I care about.
Why aren't you taking breaks? What are your breaks? What's your treat? Do you have a treat for yourself?
Honestly, just probably playing video games, and that's about it, and that's not enough.
Well, no, that seems like that's just that's like smoking, playing video games.
Oh, 100%. It's 100% like it's an activity with just myself.
Yeah, and it's like
I'm not interacting with other people. I'm not putting life into living.
Yeah, I'm doing another thing to focus away from the thing that sucks.
Yeah.
But like you need a proper treat for yourself.
No. That's what I'm saying. Like I need something that interacts with others. Mm-hmm. I'm doing this exclusionary thing that's by myself. Yeah. Like even my treats are exclusionary actions by myself. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I have been feeling full fatigue. Mm-hmm. And everything. Like 100%. Like I'm trying legit, forcing myself to study, but I can't. Mm-hmm. Like I 100% want to lay down on my bed and just pass out.
Oh yeah.
And stuff.
You're done.
But I have 2 more tests to go though.
It doesn't matter. Your brain is like, dude, I need a fucking break. Also, I'm telling the rest of your body through signals to fix some shit. You know how many white blood cells I've had to fucking deploy? Too goddamn many. Yeah. I need a break. Your body needs a break. Stop it with the fucking test. That's probably why you crashed.
And that's how my body was. 100%. Mm-hmm. So I felt those effects. And every single day that, for a week, that I have the vaccine in me, I have to fill out e-diaries describing all the symptoms that I have because of the vaccine.
Are they vlogs?
Huh?
Are your diaries like vlogs? Like
no, they're more like
dark room?
They're more like choices of multiple choice questions where it's like, hey, are you experiencing headaches?
So you do a worksheet. You're submitting like a time card. Here's the things that happen. Click, click, click.
No, it's more like, here are the symptoms that we know they're going to happen. Mm-hmm. Are they interfering with your day somewhat? Are they dominating your day? Or are you not able to do anything because of these symptoms?
Fair.
Okay. And those, like, one of them is temperature. I have to check my temperature. Mm-hmm. I have to put the thing in my mouth and check what my temperature is every single day for a week. And anything higher than 100.4 is a fever. Mm-hmm. So I never got a fever. Did I lose my sense of taste or smell? No, I have not. Mm-hmm. Am I experiencing headaches? Yes, I am. Mm-hmm. Am I experiencing chills? Yes, I am. Am I experiencing fatigue? For me, I'm putting severe. Mm-hmm. Now, here's the issue. At this time of when the symptoms are its highest, mm-hmm. am I experiencing this extreme fatigue because of the vaccine or because my internal depression is allowing my body to lower its immune system, to experience a full fatigue? And I experienced a full fatigue enough to where I have to stop studying. Tell my family where it's like, hey, life sucks here in Austin. I gotta do something. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Hi, I'm coming over for a week.
And then my mom calling me on Sunday asking, why aren't you here yet?
You can't complain to a mother who wants to do fucking everything for you. And I'm saying this coming from the same goddamn shoes you're wearing.
Yeah.
Less bow ties. You can't complain like that because that bitch wants to fix shit and make you an idiot.
I know, but I complained to my brother, and then my brother communicated said
You know
shit.
Brother talks to mom. They hang out.
I know.
They're family.
That's where I fucked up.
Yeah. Don't. Just keep your secrets to yourself. Never let anybody in, Omar. And trust no one. And if somebody else drew first blood, you murder them.
Exactly.
Rambo-y.
I will murder Isaac when I see him.
You don't know anything about life, Omar.
No, I don't. So, what ended up happening was that I experienced symptoms 48 hours past the deadline that I was supposed to feel symptoms. Because they said, you're going to feel symptoms for about X amount of days. Let's say 3 days. If you experience symptoms at the 6th day, which is 48 hours past the 3rd day, you have to report it.
Okay. Fair.
So I said on Thursday, hey, I'm experiencing this fatigue level. Of like energy level being super low. Now, granted, that Thursday, I talked to my therapist. I called my therapist up because I haven't been seeing therapy because I haven't been going to work on a normal basis. I don't have a job. I have to pay my therapist her full rate.
Yeah, it's out of pocket, so
exactly.
It's more infrequent.
Exactly. And so I paid, but I called my therapist and said, hey, this is important. I'll put you on credit. I need to talk to somebody because I'm feeling this heavy shit right now.
Yeah, shit's getting real and I gotta fucking release it somewhere.
Exactly. So that Thursday morning, I talked to my therapist. And then once I was done, I got a lot of the energy out and everything, a lot of flow and stuff. And then right after I called to her, I called like the research people and said, hey, I'm experiencing these symptoms and stuff. And they were like, okay, we need you to come in on Friday, the next day. And we want to test if this is COVID or not.
Yeah.
They want to see the same thing I want to see, which is COVID the reason for my depression? Or is my depression the reason for COVID to creep in?
Well, yeah. Or do you think you're overstressing yourself out with this test?
Exactly.
And that's aiding your depression, which is aiding COVID.
Exactly. And that's where, like, I told you I was going to hang out with you on Friday, and I really wanted to. So, and then that Thursday, though, we're still on Thursday, my mom calls. And my mom, by the way, this could also bleed into, like, am I going to regret this? Where it's like, I showed my mom how to do video FaceTiming.
You idiot.
I know, I'm aware. No.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Now she has a good reason to call you up, whatever, and you look like a mess, so she's gonna judge you.
100%.
That's why I haven't taught my mom FaceTime.
You know what? You're smart for that, by the way.
I know, and I'm like, I don't know anything.
No, you 100% want, like, my mom doesn't know shit about technology or texting and stuff, but the problem is that, like, my mom had a shitty fucking phone, and that was the always excuse that we used. which is like, oh, Mom, we got you one of those, like, budget phones. Like, you don't know shit about FaceTiming. But then my brother called me, and Amazon Prime Day came out, and he's like, oh, I'm going to get myself an S10. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm going to upgrade on a phone. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take my old phone and give it to my mom. She doesn't need it. So my mom has an S6, but S6 is the fucking version that has the goddamn video conferencing.
I thought you were on our side, bro. But
yeah.
Clearly, you don't give a fuck about your siblings.
No, Isaac does not give a shit about me.
Solitary fuck.
Isaac is a mama's boy. And he does not give a shit about me or Ivan whatsoever.
This is how you ruin it. My sisters and I,
yeah,
half the time when we're like, hey, Mom wants to learn this.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, give her this much information so she can't reach out.
Oh, well, enough where she can't do damage.
Yeah, just
exactly.
Like there's a conversation to have with the siblings. And because I don't know about you, but
no. Isaac loves his mom, and me and Ivan think that's a problem.
Oh no, he's
100%. We 100% think like this is bullshit. We don't
believe in love, huh? And we don't believe that you should love anyone that took care of you.
We don't believe that you should love your parents at all, and that's the problem with me and Ivan. And Isaac is fucking it up for everybody else.
I know. I tell myself I'm adopted. I tell everyone I meet that just tell yourself you're adopted, so you're not like emotionally attached.
You know what? That's a good issue.
Yeah, you're welcome, Isaac.
Yeah.
You're adopted. I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah, be adopted, bro.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah. Don't ruin it for me and Ivan.
They were going to eat you. Like, it was a time in the late 80s, early 90s. We were all eating babies. And it was mostly brown babies because they looked more cooked. Like, golden brown.
That's fair.
So,
yeah. They look delicious.
You got spared by your brother. Your brother saved you, actually, from getting eaten. So, oh, you bitch, dude.
Yeah, quit being such an asshole.
Yeah. Could have been eaten. And not having phones.
So my mom calls me on Saturday.
Guess what?
On Friday. She called me on Friday and tells me, why aren't you here already? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, well, Isaac says, because I was talking to Isaac and I was saying like, hey, I need a break from what I'm doing right now because I've been going too hard. And Isaac's like, well, why don't you come over here and hang out with us? Like, people who love you, care about you, and everything. And then I immediately say, like, so you want me to go to rehab? Hmm? She's like, yeah, come to rehab. Just like for a couple days and everything, and then you can go back to doing whatever the fuck you do.
We're going to do group meditation in the mornings, and we've got this macrame teacher that's coming in to teach us the art. So...
No, well, pretty much the reason I want to do is because, like, I'll go over there. I can 100%, like, just chill out, relax. I can lift, do some heavy lifting. I haven't gone to the gym in a minute. Mm-hmm. And stuff, and just do like, okay, I can lift weights.
Yeah.
Get my soreness out and everything, because I know I hate that shit. Mm-hmm. Get myself, like, they have like massage machines that can 100% where it's like help me massage, get my soreness out of the way.
Why the fuck are you even here right now, dude? You should have been on Paso last
night. Podcast?
Oh, you idiot.
What do you think we're banking episodes right now, dude?
Oh, so you can go. So when are you going to know that stuff?
Yeah, that's fair. That's why I'm here, so we can bank episodes, so I can fucking go on fucking Wednesday, dude.
You bitch.
100%. So I say that to Isaac, but then Isaac fucking says that to my mom. And then my mom is more like, why aren't you here now?
Oh, yeah. I heard that you were interested in this, and I really like that you're interested in this. Fuck, be here now.
Yeah, exactly.
You should have been calling us on your way.
Like, it fucking overwhelmed me. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking, like, I have to be there now, don't I? Like, holy shit, why am I not on the road?
Why did you let that happen?
Well, that what I was feeling like on Thursday, on like Friday morning and stuff like that, dude. And it was just like, holy shit, why am I not there now? Holy fuck.
Oh, a spillover sadness.
Exactly.
Fair.
So I felt kind of that one. Plus, I had the job interview earlier that day and stuff. And
yeah, you're like, I got shit going on right now.
Exactly.
I can't
but
be doing
then, like, I had to go, and I told you I was gonna come over. And then I know, like, I had the appointment I had to make with the fucking research people later that day. So I told them, okay, I'll go over there. Then I text you like, hey, we need to record now so that we can bank episodes so I can fucking go.
Yeah.
And then I finally get to like 3:00, which is the appointment. I get to the place. They have me isolated in a room because they think I have COVID. And so I'm in a freaking isolated room, COVID situation, and they tell me like, okay, because you're doing an illness visit, which is a visit outside of the norm of the vaccine and everything, because they think you might have COVID. You have to be in Austin for 14 days.
Okay.
Because you're going to have to do spit tests into these valves.
Gross.
Every 3 days.
Oh, yeah. So you should be able to just pop by every 3 days.
No, meaning like you should be able to spit in this valve, close it, and have somebody pick it up.
Well, and it's more controlled, right?
Exactly.
Like, instead of me traveling from like San Marcos or Dallas or whatever,
right.
I'm like in the area, so you know what the fuck's going on locally.
Exactly. So they are able to pick up the symptoms, study, see if I have COVID or not.
And it's less possibility of transitions.
So they told me I had to do this, and they gave me all of these tests, and they said you can do one of two things. You're gonna be excluded from the program until you prove you have a negative COVID test. So we're going to do a COVID test for you initially right now. But the test results won't come back until 2 weeks later. Or the person said you can go out and get a test wherever you want to get. You can get that 15-minute test if you're willing to pay for it.
Okay.
Or you can get like or what I did, which is like the city of Austin does COVID testing, but it's drive-by COVID testing. Whereas, like, you can get the results in 3 days.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So
that sucks still, 3 days.
No, it still sucks 3 days, where it's like...
Versus 15 minutes.
Well, again, it's the one... That's what I'm saying. If you have a COVID test, the one where they put the fucking stick in your nose. And stuff. And by the way, and I still stand by the fact where, like, everybody's just being a pussy about it.
You just want to feel that way. Because all the shit you've gone through so
I've
far.
seen videos of people being like, they make it so hard.
Look, dude, some
it's
people
like,
are
no,
just...
it's like anal. It's how you fucking perceive it.
Yeah. Dude, some people are like weird. They're weirdly sensitive.
They're like, hey, I don't want to stick anything in an orifice that I don't normally stick things in.
Yeah.
They feel weird about it.
Unless it's my tiny
like me,
pinky
where it's
finger.
like, stick it wherever. I don't even care.
Well, look, it's great that you don't have enough self-respect to just be like, stick it in wherever. I don't care.
I'm like a porn star, dude. It's like, stick it whatever. Fucking pay me. That's all I care about.
I mean, that's unfortunate for you, but great for the workers.
Exactly.
You know? Like
I'm good for
staff.
product.
They're like, whatever. I can just prick this guy wherever the fuck. You don't
look, prick me in my vagina, prick me in my booty, prick me in my mouth. That's perfectly fine. As long as I get a check for it, that's all I care about.
Where have you been keeping this vagina? When did you get this vagina?
Look, I got fucking orifices, dude. Don't fucking judge me.
A vagina?
I can do shit with my hands. I can do shit with my mouth. I can do shit with my feet. I can do shit with my hair. I've been letting it grow, dude.
That's fine.
I got bush.
Okay, so you just grew a vagina.
Bush, bro.
Okay, so you grew a vagina under your new bush?
Look, there's a vagina in this hair somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
it's pretty long.
Keep it clean.
It's down to my shoulder length right now.
Yeah.
I haven't shaved since March.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the skin's a little bit different on your head than on your genital area.
Well, if you fucking like overthink it, yeah.
No, I just want you to make sure you don't get an infection. Don't get an infection.
If you're ready to come,
what if you get thrush?
It's fucking good.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you're gonna come at me, you're gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna whine you, I'm gonna dine you.
I'm going to pet you on the head.
And then I'm going to pet me like a head, like I'm a good boy.
Oh.
And as I'm being patted on the head, by all means, come.
Oh my God, is that why you need validation? Just getting patted on the head?
Dude, if I randomly went into like places and people pat me in the head, I would fucking feel great about myself.
Well, yeah, you'd have jizz in your hair all the time.
That's what I'm saying.
You'd have lady jizz in your hair.
It feels great.
Is that okay? I hope your hair's
Wait. No, there's a difference between jizz and lady jizz.
There's lady jizz, yeah.
Consistent. There's thickness. There's a difference.
Well, I guess it depends on how old your head vagina is.
My head vagina?
Your head vagina.
My head vagina is pretty young, dude.
Yeah.
It's pretty tight.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess, like, if it's still, like, under 25, then it's gonna be
100%. Yeah.
A nice gloopy
My
consistency.
headgina is a newly fresh teen that, like, went to Hollywood that's, like, looking for themselves while in Hollywood.
Your headgina needs to go to, like, college or some kind of, like a self-defense class or something.
I
I
didn't
just
say that my
feel
headgina
like...
was smart.
No,
It's pretty dumb, dude.
You don't have to be smart. Just have some
No,
self-esteem.
my headgina will 100% be a TikTok star based on her ass only.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid.
What if she ends up like the Black Dahlia? Like, she showed up to Hollywood as a young lady.
Yep.
To try to go places, and then, nope, she got carved up like a...
No, my headgina is more like Leah the Plug, where it's just like, I get fame exclusively by the fact that, like, I bang my husband and that's it.
Who is Leah the Plug?
I think she's like one of those, like, porn stars that got into porn only because of, like, she fucked her husband and that's it.
I thought it was like a kid's cartoon character, like Leah the Plug or Andy the Map.
Sound
but
like,
then you said fucked her husband, and I was like, that doesn't seem right.
Like, be cool with somebody who calls himself the Plug?
Yeah.
On a freaking, like, Disney show?
Yeah. I'm the Map.
No, there's some things that are too sexual. The Plug is pretty sexual.
I guess I'm still, like, really deep on Steve and Blue, that boat. Like, everything was a talking thing, so...
Up the butt. You know what I mean? You know. Yeah.
So, it's fine. I think, if somebody showed up, like, a character came to life, one of my objects came to life, I would have been like, alright, what's your name? Cool, Lampy the Lamp. That makes sense.
Lampy the Lamp is getting fucked in the ass, dude.
No, Lampy the Lamp has prongs, so it's fucking the wall in the wall hole.
Thank you for listening to the All Regerts podcast with Sam Narani and Omar Gonzalez. Remember this, just because you have regrets doesn't mean you cannot live life as if you have no regrets. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful night. Goodbye. Okay, so I just want to point out to everybody I'm okay and stuff. It's been right now the end of the week. I went and took the COVID test and everything, and they told me that they wanted me to do tests. They wanted me to like quote unquote quarantine myself for 14 days until I get a negative test that comes back from their particular study. Mm-hmm. So, or until I get a negative test. Now they said I have options of going out there and paying for a test, like a 15-minute like COVID study test that says, hey, you're negative. Mm-hmm. Or positive and stuff, but I decided the Saturday that we're recording this, like, you know, this previous Saturday, mm-hmm. and everything that we're doing this, I decided at 9:00 to do a COVID test and everything. And granted, of course, because it's the city and all municipalities, I was scheduled at 9:00, and then of course as soon as I get there, they tell me the computers are down because I'm like, yeah, this is why I believe in libertarianism, because everything's fucking down. And
that feels right.
Yeah, of course, because like governments are just inefficient as fuck, and they don't give a shit about the fucking citizens. So I had to wait like 30 minutes until they finally started, and then finally when they started, and when I was out about an hour and a half later, I was able to take a test, and then 3 days later, by the time this recording comes out, I'm negative. So I don't have COVID or anything, or thought I was. It turns out it was just COVID, me being during a depressive episode. Which makes my symptoms worse.
Well, I mean, was it truly a depressive episode, or do you feel like maybe there was enough in the vaccine to, like, give you a reaction? The problem
is that I have a history of depressive episodes. When you've seen it before. When I get down, I get down.
Yeah.
When I get severely depressed sometimes, mm-hmm. and everything. And me being in therapy enough to recognize when I'm in a depressive episode, mm-hmm. and knowing that I'm not going to be productive and stuff. And deciding that I need a break. Mm-hmm. So this entire week before I got the result of my test, I decided to give myself an actual break and not study and not think about the CPA exam and everything or the new job that I possibly could or not be getting.
Do you think that it helped alleviate stuff? Mm-hmm. Like the symptoms that you were feeling, the fatigue wasn't as high or whatever.
I feel like it's honestly, I feel like it was a combination of both, where it's like, in my own opinion, knowing about myself, which is, I admit that the symptoms of the vaccine, I felt the physical effects, but then the depression associated with it that I would have had on its own, because of the timing and everything, made it worse. To the point where I felt my body experiencing a lower immune system than normal. Mm-hmm. That when I felt fatigue, it exceeded the requirements that I needed for me to initiate an illness visit from the people doing the research on the vaccine, that I needed to come in and experience that and everything, and also get a test separately. Mm-hmm. But I wanted to reiterate to the audience that I'm perfectly fine.
Don't worry. I mean, if you want to send like gift baskets.
No, by all means, send me money.
Yeah,
send me money.
Muffins.
Cash App, OG Comic.
Medical supplies.
Medicals. I will 100% sell everything on the black market. Yeah, that's fine.
Surplus ice cream.
Yeah. If you want to give me a sympathy blowjob, that'd be great.
Yeah, maybe a machine that can do that.
Give me a machine that will suck my dick, possibly, and that'd be great.
Like a vacuum cleaner with an extension.
Can I tell you something? I love the fact you put like a vacuum cleaner with an extension, implying my dick is too big for a normal vacuum.
Oh no, it was just
we're gonna stay there, guys. Thank you for listening to all Regerts. We're gonna make everyone think I have a big dick. Have a great night.
Right, I'll tell you what I really meant after the end.
Oh, credits. By all means, go ahead. yeah. The spin-off show would be great.
It's for efficiency. He can vacuum shit, but also get his dick sucked from far away. It's not a big thing. It's not a girth thing. It's not a size thing. It's just, let's get a bunch of shit done. That's all.
You should have ended this podcast about like 5 minutes ago when I was on a high note.
Goodbye, everybody.
Fuck off, Sam.